Hello. Hi guys. Welcome to a live stream. It's actually it's a very, I feel like, awkward time to go live. It's like 10 a.m. on a Thursday, but my class was canceled for today, so I decided to go live instead. I just had online class for my first class, and then I have class later. But my other class, so I have three classes on Thursdays, one from originally from 9 to 10:30 and then 10:30 to 12 and then 1:30 to 4:30, but my 9 o'clock class got changed to 8:30, so it was 8:30 to 10:20, and then my 10:30 to 12 o'clock class got canceled, so now I don't have class until 1:30. So I decided to go live because, as you guys have probably seen, and as you guys can probably tell, I haven't been posting content recently. I haven't really been updating you guys on anything recently. I think the last thing I did was if I'm not mistaken, I did a live stream the day I saw Beckham, which was on Sunday. But I did it on Instagram. I haven't really been live here on YouTube, so I decided to come on here and kind of talk to you guys about like what's been going on, and just kind of be honest about everything, I guess. Yeah. So if there's any specific questions that you guys have, please let me know. I do still want to do my Q&A because I had a lot of you guys ask me some like really like interesting kind of questions, but I don't know when that's gonna happen. So if there's any specific questions that you guys sent in for the Q&A that you're like dying to know about, you can ask me now, because I'll keep this off my channel. But if not, you guys can just feel free to ask me anything you'd like, or just let me talk for a good amount of time. Actually, everyone, hold on. Everyone. First of all, the Harvard sweatshirt is back and in business, besties. I took a shower this morning. Also, stay hydrated. Cheers. Have you heard Twice has come back? Set Me Free? Yes, I have heard Set Me Free. But yeah, I'm waiting for my phone to load, so give me a second, everyone. But like I said, if there's any specific like questions you guys have or anything dire you would like to know about, please let me know. Unless I can just kind of get into the nitty-gritty of what's been going on, I guess. Also, this might be like so like nobody gives a shit, but like I put the phone this way because I need to plug my phone in. So the camera is here instead of here. So my brain is having like a mental breakdown currently. So excuse that. It probably doesn't bother any of you, but I'm just letting you know that like I feel backwards. Do you know when you're going back to the States? So as of right now, I do not have plans to go back to the States. I do think I will try to go in the summer. I feel like it'll be more likely in the summer. However, my parents have expressed some interest in going to Europe, and going on vacation, like as a family, dysfunctionally, but as a family. As you guys know, my parents are divorced, but they both have expressed a lot of interest in going to Europe. So it might end up happening that instead of going to the States, I will meet my parents and my family like in Europe somewhere, because it's kind of like not really halfway, but it's more of a halfway point for us. And then I will probably spend like a week abroad, and then come back to Korea instead of going to the States. But again, I don't specifically know the details yet. But as of right now, there are no plans to go back to America until probably next winter. But if the whole Europe thing doesn't happen, I think I might try and go this summer. But in Korea, summer breaks are obviously a lot shorter than the winter break. So I guess it would all depend on everything. I don't know. To be honest, right now, no, there's no plans to go back, but I don't know. What made you want to study abroad? Okay, so when I was little, my parents took us on a lot of vacations. We were the kind of family that were very fortunate enough to travel. So from the time I was 2 years old, I left the country. We went to different places around the world. I've been to Europe, I've been to South America, I That's about it. I've been to Canada. But because we traveled so many different places, like I went to Italy, Switzerland, England, Spain, Germany, Belize, like I've been to so many different places around the world. I've always loved traveling and I've always loved learning about like different places and different cultures. So from by the time I was little, I always wanted to study abroad. Actually, a lot of you guys don't know this, but when I've been to Australia and New Zealand as well. Australia, I forgot about Australia. Australia, oh my god, Australia. But I originally, like when I was a junior or like third year in high school, I had my heart set on going to Germany. I really wanted to go to Germany and learn German, and study abroad in Germany. But as you guys know, in my senior year or my last year of high school, I got into K-pop, and obviously getting into K-pop kind of transformed my brain into wanting to go to Korea to study abroad. But studying abroad has always been on my mind. Like I've always wanted to study abroad, but being a fan of K-pop really skyrocketed me wanting to go to Korea, if that makes sense. So, yes. And for you guys who don't know, I was planning to study abroad for a year, but it got canceled due to COVID, so I only studied abroad for 1 semester in Korea, and then now I'm a full-time student in Korea, so yeah. How long are Korean summer breaks? I think it's June to September, but it's like the middle of June. I think we end school June 14th and we go back September 1st, so half June, July, August. That's it. 2.5 months where it's more like 3 months of winter break because we get January, February, and then we go back in March. But December we end early. They're technically the same amount of time, but not really, because we end in June, so doesn't count. Have I been anywhere else in Asia? No, that is the one place that my parents like we never traveled to. We never traveled to Asia when I was younger. So the first time I went to Asia was Korea, and that's the only place in Asia I've been to so far. I really do want to go to more places in Asia, especially like Japan. I've been dying to go to Japan. But it just hasn't been in the cards yet. But I think sometime in the near future, like couple years, I will definitely go to Japan. Or like I want to kind of plan better for like tours next year. So for instance, TXT, I would definitely try to go see them in Japan next year if I could. Because yeah, I want to go to Japan very badly, but financially it is not possible as a student. As a broke college student, no. But I think Japan is definitely like the next in the cards for me, I suppose. Did I go to Twice's concert? I did not go to Twice's concert. I don't go to every concert that happens in Korea, because I just can't afford it. But it did look a lot of fun. I had a lot of friends who went, so that is super nice for them, but I did not go. What was I gonna do? I like literally pulled up this phone for a specific reason and I cannot remember what I pulled it off for. The questions. But I think it'll be better if I just 잠시만요. I think it'll be better if I just answer live questions instead. Because I might still do the Q&A. I don't know yet. I don't know, besties. Also, please excuse the fact that my hair is very not dry. Oh, somebody asked the big question. Dugun, dugun, dugun. How is your mental health, Ariel? So, I feel like you guys kind of know this, but I have struggled with mental health my whole life. Like, I've definitely gone through the waves of mentalness, through growing up and through, growing up. Right now is probably the worst I've been in a really long time. Like, honestly, I think I can say it's probably the worst I've been. I thought the worst that I've been in a long time was December. November and December of last year really pushed me through a lot. But I think probably since March, I've been really, really, not March, February? I don't know. I've been pretty miserable the past couple months. And I think this is the worst I've been in a really long time. I don't know why. I don't know specifically how this happened. There's no big like, oh, this happened and it catalysted into Ariel being sad, but I'm really struggling right now to pretend that everything's okay and to have a smile on my face and to, go throughout my day. And yeah, it's been really hard. I do get help, which is really nice. I do like have a therapist here in Korea, and I am like seeing people to try and treat this. But this has been one of the hardest periods of my life right now. Because here's the thing. I don't want to leave Korea. I love living in Korea. I'm so fortunate to live in Korea. I love my life here. But even if you love your life and you're happy with where you are, it doesn't mean that like there can't be things to trigger mental health. And my mental health isn't like homesickness. Like I'm not homesick at all. Like I'm just sad. Like I'm just not having a good time. My body is just not there. And I think there's been a lot of things that have happened recently that have really made that worse. And also, school is really hard on me. I don't like school. I've never liked school. And this semester I'm taking 7 courses. So I have 5 like major courses and then 2 like more how do you say that? Pursue like you have to take courses. But out of the 7 courses, I had 6 midterms. You know what I mean? So, I think school has really played into the fact that I'm pretty miserable. And obviously, like treatment at school, friends at school, that kind of thing always does not help me. But yeah, I think in terms of mental health, this has been one of the hardest times that I've had to go through just because I'm miserable and I don't know how to fix it. And I think that's a really hard thing to go through, especially because there was nothing specific that happened to kind of like trigger it, if that makes sense. So yeah. I'm just kind of going through the motions. Are all my classes in Korean? So they're not. I take 3 classes in Korean and 4 classes in English because I am allowed to. And also, there was 2 specific courses I really wanted to take, and they were both in English. So I decided to take more English classes. That can vary semester to semester, but this time around I took 4 in English, 3 in Korean because English classes are easier, to be honest. My Korean class, honestly, is the one making my, like, I have 2 Korean classes that are, like, the, everyone needs to take the required classes. That's what I was trying to say, required classes. But my major class that's in Korean is the one that's making me miserable. Like, it's literally making me not want to go to school. We have a lot of group work. The group is just not it. It's just the whole class is not it. The professor doesn't make me feel welcome. The professor doesn't treat me like an equal. Every time I go in there, I literally am just sitting in, like, a ball of anxiety because it's very like participation based, but like he doesn't care. He will just call on me because I am the foreigner and he wants to test my abilities, or you know what I mean, like put me on the spot, and he doesn't do that to the other students or the other foreigners. And of course, being American, anytime America comes up in the situation, he's always like, oh, you're American, what do you think about this? And like, just because I'm American doesn't mean I know everything about America. And he's also very old and I can't understand him a lot of the time. So that class honestly just makes me miserable, and it's the one I have today. So woo! But yeah. I'm sad. Until now, are you in Seoul? I am still in Seoul. Yes, I'm still in Seoul. But yeah, I think more than anything, I think the hardest thing about like going to school here for me is not being treated equally, and I think obviously that's not going to change, but I think that's the hardest part about going to school here. Do you think going home and having the sports is absolutely not? I do not think going home would fix this at all. I think going home would worsen the problem, to be honest. This is something I need to work out for myself and do it here and kind of self-soothe, because I have been like this before and I have overcome it before. So I'm just in the midst of my angst, like it's gonna be okay, and I know it will be. That's kind of gaslighting myself. Oof, I just gaslit myself. But anyways, moral of the story is, I am going to be okay. It's just right now, day to day, it is really hard to function. It's really hard to put a smile on my face, and it's really hard to pretend that everything's okay when it's not. But that being said, it's just a phase and it will go away, hopefully, and if it doesn't, that sucks, but I think it'll go away. So yeah. I do not think going home would help at all. I think going home would worsen the issue because I do not want to be at home. Like I said earlier, I love my life here. I am so thankful to be here. And I love like the community of friends that I have, and I love getting to experience things here, but you know, sometimes life just sucks, and that's just normal. It doesn't matter where you live. Life sucks everywhere. And so I think that one thing that kind of frustrates me, or like that always makes me a little bit like, not like, one thing that makes me frustrated is that everyone expects that because I chose where I'm living and because I moved to a foreign country, I'm gonna be happy 24/7. Nobody is happy 24/7. Doesn't matter where you live. You're gonna go through hard shit wherever you are. And no, my angst is not about homesickness. No, I don't want to go home, but that doesn't mean I'm necessarily happy. You know, like mental health is not a linear thing, and mental health can affect people in many different ways. And right now I'm just going through it, and that's okay. I can still be happy and fortunate and grateful to be living in this amazing country, but be sad. That's okay. That's normal. So if any of you have moved away from home or have chosen to live somewhere else and are going through a similar situation in which you're not homesick, you're just freaking sad, that's okay. Like, it's okay. You don't have to be happy 24/7 because life sucks everywhere. Um, like, to be honest, I don't want to be rude, but yeah. Do you still keep in touch with K-pop YouTubers? So I'm assuming you're talking about, like, all of the North American besties. I do not. To be honest, I was never really close with any. I mean, I guess we were pretty close at one point, but I do not keep in touch with any of them. And it's not because and nothing happened. Like, there's no tea there at all. It's just like literally like life. I think during the pandemic, when we were all like really like grinding on our channels, it was very natural for us to come together and to do collabs and to have that time to obviously interact with each other, I suppose. But now we kind of all like got lives and like we all have our own things we need to do. So yeah, there's no bad blood whatsoever. Like, I genuinely watch everyone's videos and I think everyone's killing it, but we just don't keep in touch because life gets in the way, you know what I mean? It's crazy to think that like 2020 was 3 years ago, you guys. So yeah, nothing happened, but we just don't really keep in touch, no. Like, I'll definitely like respond to somebody on Twitter or like comment on a video once in a blue moon. Although I'm gonna be honest, guys, can I spill some tea? Can I spill some real tea? I am a silent viewer. I know, shocking. But when I'm subscribed to people, I never comment on videos. I'm a silent viewer. Which I know that there are a lot of people out there who are silent viewers, so I respect you because I understand. I also have nothing to comment. But there's like occasional times where I'll watch a video and I'll be like, I need to comment this. So I will comment it, but I'm a silent viewer. As a YouTuber, that's kind of a crime, but I'm sorry, besties. I'm a silent viewer. Hi, goose. I just tuned in whatever's going on, bestie. Bestie, we're just going through it a little bit, but you know, that happens sometimes. Happens. Yeah. Happens, but how do you say water in Korean? 물. 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 M-U-L. 물. 물. 물 좀 주세요. 물. Sorry. I was getting a phone call. Is it better now? Are we okay? Are we okay? Are we back? Are we back? Okay, so I got a phone call, but it's so fascinating because it came up on the screen like. It's not so fascinating. It was like right here. Wow. It was from the KT Center. That's my carrier, my phone carrier. So hope everything's good over there, besties. But I'm not answering the phone. To be honest, here's another tidbit of information nobody needs to hear about me. I don't answer the phone. Unless you leave me a voicemail, I don't answer. I'm so sorry. I'm one of those besties. Because, like, voice phishing and, like, spam calls are, like, super, super common here. So I don't answer the phone. I don't. I'm so sorry. At least I am self-aware that I do not answer the phone. I'm super self-aware of the fact that I don't answer the phone. People use what you say against you. When you say, I want to move to Korea, they'll say, you'll get sad and lonely when you're in Korea. Like, I don't feel the same when you... Yeah, I think a lot of people are like, oh, like, when you go abroad, like, you're gonna be so... Oh, do you want to see my... Ay, goose, sub. Here he is. This is my dupe. Isn't he beautiful? Subi. Oish. Oish. Oh. Subi. Yeah, I think a lot of people like automatically are like, oh, if you move abroad, you're gonna be so lonely and so sad. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, no, bestie, I'm miserable here. Let me live my life. And you know what? If I am sad and lonely, I can come back. So shut your mouth. I get so angry about that. You went to the EXO concert. It was a fan meeting, but yes, I did go to the EXO fan meeting. Stoppy so cute. I know, literally llama. I got one of my, like, not like holy grail, but I got one of the more expensive Temptation Pops in the mail yesterday. Went through it. Genuinely went through it. I was like... And then I cried. I finally bought all the versions of Perfume that I wanted, so I was so happy yesterday. Because I just needed it. Sometimes when you're sad, you have to just need it. Although, I can't lie, you guys. All of these tour and, like, concert and, like, announcements are, like, making me kind of sad because, oh my god, is everything so expensive. Because, obviously, Dream announced their Korean concert yesterday. And then WeVerse Con dropped the prices yesterday. And I was like, ugh. And then they announced that TXT is going to both days of WeVerse Con. And I'm like... No, I was really expecting, like, I want to go to both days of WeVerse Con anyways, but I was like, okay, like, if TXT's only on Sunday, I'm only gonna go on Sunday. TXT's going both days, and I'm like, no! And I really wanted to go to both days of Dream this era, but I don't think I will be able to go to both days of Dream, because I have to prioritize Subin. I kind of want to, the thing is, I really want to try for, Friday, because I feel like Friday will be, like, better to try for, but then I cannot not see Saturday drip on a Saturday, so I'm like, ah! Anyways, Dream's gonna make me lose my mind. Do you feel like it's been kind of a sacrifice to leave the things you find most comfortable and normal to live in another country? Here's the thing about me, and I want to just, like, be completely real with you guys, because I feel like you guys do not understand the level of miserable I was in America. I was miserable in America. Like, I may not have seemed like it, because I was posting a video every single day. I did all of those hauls. Obviously, my channel was, like, skyrocketing during 2020. Like, I probably seemed like the happiest person on the planet during that time, but you guys, people can fake it, okay? Faking a smile, faking happiness is quite easy, especially for me, because I'm honestly faking it most of the time. I'm a pretty, like, negative, like, Debbie Downer kind of person in general. My personality is not the bubbly Ariel you guys see. That personality comes out maybe, like, 2% of the time. 98% of the time, I'm more like this, where I'm just very, like, like, woe is me, because that's just my personality. And so... I was miserable in America, so I don't think like leaving the comfortableness or whatever was like a risk for me because I was miserable. So anything could have been better than that. So I think for me, like I think my situation's a little bit different because I was so not happy. I do think that it is more comfortable living in America, obviously, like, you know, speaking English and, you know, knowing how to get around and, you know, driving and like knowing things. Like, yeah, of course it's more comfortable, but I think sometimes putting yourself in uncomfortable situations is okay, and it's kind of fun in a way to take these risks and to do something different. And I think that sometimes comfortable is the easy choice. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's okay to make those the more difficult choices that are a little bit more harder, but they still can pay off well in the end. So that was a lot of words. I don't even know what I just said. Are you going to the Boys' concert? No. Have you ever thought about therapy? I do go to therapy. I go to therapy. So have I thought about it? Yes, I have. Do I still ult Red Velvet? I do, but also I think these days I've thought a lot about K-pop in the sense that not that I'm like growing older and like oh like I'm not that big of a you guys know K-pop is still the number one like motivator of my life. Like genuinely, not only is K-pop like my hobby and like my joy, but it's also my job and I want to continue to work as it. So like K-pop is like the thing in my life. It's like kind of like my only personality trait because I really got nothing else going for me. But I think in terms of K-pop, I am just much looser on like standing, ulting, who I stand, who I like, because of obviously being on YouTube. I think it's really easy for me to just continue to say like, oh, here are my 6 ultimates, blah, 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 blah. But everybody stands differently. Everybody is a fan of things differently. And just because I am not a fan in the same way that you are doesn't mean that I am not like as like much of a fan or I'm not like justified as a fan, but just know that everybody stands differently and everybody qualifies what is an alt and how they alt and all of those things differently. So yeah, just remember that, please, because yeah, like I again will still say that my 6 ults are my 6 ults. However, as y'all know, like it's not a secret that my ults have shifted and I obviously have 2 groups that I'm focusing on over other groups. And well, I guess 2 groups and a man, but we all know who that is. And I think a lot of people not are mad at me. Ah, fudge. Nut. Oh my god. I almost just swore. I'm so sorry. I have to do this thing at noon, but it's not noon. Oh my god, I almost just had a pass. I think that a lot of people are upset with me because of not talking about one specific group, and then a lot of people are upset at me about not talking about one specific person, and I do not care. Like this is legitimately my life, and like if it's that deep to you that I'm not talking about a group, like please go touch some grass, because like it's totally normal and valid to have groups you're more interested in and have groups that you kind of fall into like the rabbit hole for and like, you know, get more deeply involved in, and then others you don't, but still call them like one of your favorite groups because that is also valid. Again, everybody stands differently, everybody likes things differently. So yeah, I get really frustrated when people are like, oh Ariel, like you do not like this group anymore. Like if I don't talk about a group, it doesn't mean that I don't like them, it just means that they're not currently in the forefront this part of my brain, and I deeply apologize if that offends anyone. um, have you talked to your mom about how you've been feeling? My mom is also my therapist. I talk to my mom about everything. Do you plan on possibly standing 0 base 1? Is that the Boys Planet group? I have no idea. I genuinely don't know anything about it. So, no. people judge you heavy when it comes to K-pop. Yeah, it's really, guys, K-pop is not a competition. Like, everyone makes K-pop out to be this competition of who has the most merchandise, who knows the most information, like, who has been the longest stan, like, who has been the bigger supporter, like, who spends more money. Like, it's not a competition. It's a genre of music, and I think that instead of competing with each other, we should come together and enjoy it together, because we're literally fans of the same people. And again, it's not a competition. Like, I'm so sorry that if you feel like you're a bigger fan because you spend more money, awesome. But if I don't spend any money on a group and I just listen to their music and I just really like their personalities, I'm still just as equally justified as a fan as you are. So yeah, it's not a competition at all. It's a genre of music, so it's not that deep. And so obviously, like I said, like a lot of things have changed for me in the past, especially I would say since I moved to Korea. Everything changed. It was the Korean air. It wasn't me. It was the air in Korea changed. I'm just kidding. A lot of things happened that did push me away from a specific group, and then a lot of things happened that pushed me towards a specific group. And I would love to tell you guys the reasons why I specifically don't talk about a specific group, but again, like, I don't need to justify myself into why I don't talk about a group. It's not because I don't love them. Like, I genuinely do love them, and I watch all their content and I listen to their music. But I think you also have to remember, all of you guys, that I am a figure that puts myself out there and talks on the internet about my opinions and about like who I stan and how I stan, and a lot of people criticize me for that. And I think that is okay, because obviously putting myself on the internet, I am subjecting myself to that criticism, but it does make me filter what I say. So I don't talk about some things because I am filtering what I say, because I know that this is a public space and that people are going to take my words and use them against me, which has happened so many times in the past. So yeah, I think you have to remember that, like, talking about specific groups, talking about reasons, or like blah, 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 I'm not going to answer those questions. And you guys probably know that, because people will just take what I say and use it against me. So yeah, I've been around the block. Which one of the Dojejong perfumes smelled the best to you? So I went to the Dojejong exhibit. I got in. They did not have Jaeon. They didn't have Jaeon or Doyoung's perfume for us to smell. I got to the pop-up, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is like the normal perfume, like the group perfume. I smelled the group perfume and Jungwoo's perfume. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I don't like perfume. I don't like things that smell. Like, I'm not very into, like, scents. I really love, like, the smell of Dawny, or like a fabric softener. Like, I love that scent. But it's alright. It's alright. I wouldn't buy it, but it's alright. Yeah, it's not my favorite, to be honest. But I also I'm not a perfume connoisseur, so I would definitely say that I'm not qualified to answer that question. Also, Dan, please stay up there. Oh yeah. So yeah, I am not qualified to answer that question because I'm a perfume auntie. I don't know why. I just don't like perfume. It's so funny though, because like I know a lot of people, like especially like older people, have like specific scents that they really like and they use frequently. So like my mom, for instance, has one perfume that is like her ride or die. Like her ride or die, like perfume scents, and like she only uses that perfume scent, and so like I associate my mom with that smell, if that makes sense. But I hate perfume. You can have your opinion. Oh my god. Hold the phone. We're talking about perfume, like the sprit perfume, not the song. Holy goodness gracious mother of, I literally stream that song every day. Their entire album was flawless. I want to give them all my money. I am not talking about the music. No. I'm talking about the scent perfume, not the album. No. Do not get me wrong. That is good music. No. No. Perfume is immaculate. It was a masterpiece. A masterpiece of excellence, and I cried. Also, I really like My favorite B-sides are Strawberry Sundae and Ordinary on 안녕 Ordinary. Oh, literally the entire album is so flawless. If y'all have not streamed Perfume, oh my god, no. No. Do not get me wrong. I love Perfume. I don't like actual perfume, like spritz smells. I hate Perfume. The album Perfume, 10 out of 10 flawless. Honestly, Perfume's coming up for me. Oh my god, Perfume's coming up. I still think if I had to pick, I'm a little bit biased, but like Best Friend Ever is my favorite song that has come out this year, but then it would be Sugar Rush Ride, and then it would be Perfume. So, actually, Rover's up there too. I love Rover. Anyways, I am not a Perfume auntie. Please do not think that I'm a Perfume auntie, because I stream that song. I think it's on my on repeat. Why did you decide to go to Dongguk instead of going to Sogang again? I went to Dongguk because the application was the easiest. The application was like the easiest. Dojejang is the new subunit of NCT, which comprises of Doyoung, Jaehyun, and Jungwoo. Dojejang. And it's a new NCT unit. Ha. Perfume is on my on repeat. See, everyone, I stream. Anyways, I'm not a Perfume auntie. Rover bangs. Rover is so good. Honestly, Kai's album is so good though. I really like Kai's album. Oh, Rover bangs. Bangs. No, I'm not a Perfume auntie. 손목 위에 nah. Baby, I'm comfortable with you. And that's me. Yeah, I love Perfume. But yeah, that is that on Perfume. Guys, I really hope. Oh, music started playing. That's awkward. I was like, where is this music coming from? I hope my hair dries before I have to go to school, because that'd be super awkward. Also, we have to meet at 1. Guys, I don't want to go to class. I'm gonna go, but I don't want to. Actually, I have to prepare for... This class, honestly, is like the most anxiety-inducing class. I think... Actually, no. Last semester, my Korean class was extremely anxiety-inducing. But this class is almost more anxiety-inducing because there's so many things that I have to do to prepare for it that I just can't even, like, function. Do you have any plans this weekend? Sunday is Seoul Festa. So I'm gonna be saying... Oh, I have to go through the list. Okay. ATEEZ, I'm finally seeing P1 Harmony, The Boys, and Hypin, Stacy, Kepler. Ooh, oh my girl, Ibe. Oh, there's more. I don't remember. But yeah, most importantly, I'm seeing like ATEEZ, The Boys, obviously P1 Harmony, and Hypin, and Stacy. We're like group size 10. I've never seen P1 Harmony, so I'm really excited to see them. So yeah, I'm going to Seoul Festa on Sunday. Woo! And I haven't seen ATEEZ in a really long time, so I'm super excited to see them. I say in a long time, but December is not really that long of a time. Have I seen Hypin recently? And Hypin were also like, I forgot Kyle Daejeon had so many people. What time is it in Korea? It's 11:12 a.m. How are you? Not great, but it's okay. Are you coming to the ATEEZ concert? I really want to go to ATEEZ, but I cannot, unfortunately. I had a ticket in my cart like 5 times, but unfortunately it's just too expensive to justify it right now. Especially with all of the different things going on, like WeVerse Con and Dreams concert announcement. I just can't afford it. So as much as I want to see ATEEZ, I cannot afford to go see them, unfortunately. I feel like concert ticket prices here have gone up substantially since obviously 2019 when I first moved here. So yeah, concerts are expensive these days, y'all. And I've also really want to go on vacation. It's like been a kind of like not a dream of mine, but I've been trying to really prioritize obviously my mental health. And I think that something for my mental health might be good. like that might be good is to kind of go somewhere new. So I've been trying to find a place in Korea to go on vacation, like to do like a inner peninsula travel that's not like Busan. So I'm trying to save up for all the concerts and for vacation. And then obviously like Stray Kids are making a June comeback. I think TXT are gonna have a comeback soon. Obviously Hypen's having their comeback. So there's a lot of comebacks and stuff I have to save for. So no. How do you find out when and where are events in Seoul, K-pop or non-K-pop? I find out everything through Twitter, but I also just follow a lot of like popular accounts for like the groups that I stan, and I also follow the official accounts for the groups that I stan, and I have their notifications on. WeVerse, like for hype groups, like WeVerse tells you everything basically. But honestly, I find everything through Twitter, or also my friends. Like my friends will like send me things. I don't know how to specifically recommend you things. NMIX are going as well. Wow. Wait, NMIX are Whoa, wait a second. NMIX are going as well. I get to hear Love Me Like This. Whoa. Have I seen NMIX? I've seen NMIX like 4 times, I think. I think 3 or 4 times. I have seen NMIX 3 or 4 times. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Twitter. Twitter's where I find all my information. Do you think there's a chance that you would change your channel and do less K-pop stuff? I haven't addressed that yet. We have to talk about it soon, but I haven't talked about it. But I do have to talk about my channel in a little bit. Before I end the live stream, I will have to make an announcement about my channel, so stay tuned for that. Does Korea have Walmart type of stores? I would say Daiso. Daiso is pretty similar to Walmart. Emart? Emart is pretty similar to Walmart. So yes, they have similar. But yes, I've seen NMIX live. Wow, I forgot NMIX for going to Seoul Festa. That's so exciting. Everyone, I forgot, and now I'm excited. Wow, it's gonna be so much fun. Love me like this. Love me like that. Love me like this. Wow, I forgot. That's so exciting. Ooh. I don't actually remember who the full lineup is. Like, I don't remember who else is going. In terms of girl groups. I can tell you every boy group, cannot tell you every girl group. That, you guys know it. That's just always me. Because I was trying to think about, like, what LASIK I have to bring. Guys, my Hypen LASIK is not fixable, but I'm gonna bring it anyways. It's just gonna be off. And then my Baby the Boys LASIK, I have to find it. It fell off the shelf. And then I have the 18E version 1, so. Seoul Festa 2023. Let's see. Love me like this. Love me like... Icon's going. Ooh, I forgot about Icon. Icon's going. Icon. Actually, I think I remember that because my friend really wanted to go, but she can't go. And she was like, cheer for Icon for me. I was like, oh yeah, sure. I mean, Icon have great songs, so. Icon is going. There's another one. I forgot. Icon. Where's the lineup? Aigus. Lineup. Aigus. Oh! My phone died. Alright, well. Will you go to WeVerse Con? I am going to do everything in my ability to be there. Actually, I will be there. No. I'm going to be there. I will be there. There's no way I am not gonna be there. I will be there. I'm going. Yeah, they announced the raffle starts today for WeVerse Con, and then we find out, I think it's like the 15th, if I'm not mistaken, if we won the raffle or something. And then you buy the tickets then. But you can only apply for like either like the 2-day pass, the 1-day pass, or something else. But I'm only going to apply for the 1-day pass because I think the 2-day pass will be too risky because it'll be too hard to get. So I will be trying for WeVerse Con. And I want to go both days. So Ariel at WeVerse Con, 주세요, please. Ariel, please. WeVerse Con, please. Please. Because as y'all know, I need to go see my emotional support boys. But I also really want to try for Dreams ticketing, and it's so foul because Dreams ticketing is like May 9th, and then WeVerse Con is May 15th, and they're both so expensive, like so expensive. But what can you do but suffer? It's okay though. It's okay because it's my birth month. June is my birth month, and anything June is okay. Like, anything is allowed in June. I'm always just like, if it's June, it's fine. Because it's my birth month. Even though my birthday is the last day, it still counts. But also, like, July also counts. I don't know. June and July are for me. I guess, okay, let's start, since I've been on live for 46 minutes, let's start talking about it. So, as you guys know, and I talked about earlier in the live stream, I have not been doing well mentally. I have been going through a lot of things mentally, and it has put a lot of, hold on. Okay, backtrack. Okay, start again. As you guys know, I have not been doing well mentally, and it has affected me a lot recently, and affected my work ethic, my motivation, just like everything in general. I, as you guys know, did like a 30-day challenge in March where I posted shorts for 30 days straight. I love doing YouTube. I love working for social media. It's like one of my passions. I love talking about K-pop. Again, it's one of my passions. As y'all can tell, my energy levels went up extremely when I had to debate about Perfume, where I was like, if you want me to debate in class, like, that's not gonna happen. But if you want me to talk about Perfume for 20 minutes, like, I could give you an essay on what that song does to me emotionally. And unfortunately, during these kinds of times where life is really hard, there are things that I cannot do anything about. And like, one of those, for instance, is school. I cannot not go to school. I have to go to school. I am going towards my degree. School is non-negotiable. As you guys know, I work under contracts. So for the Cookie app, I work for them under contracts. Contracts are non-negotiable. I have to do the work for contracts. However, YouTube is up to me. YouTube, I decide when to post. I decide my own schedule. I am my own manager. I am my own editor. I am my own employee. The Ariel Cecilia YouTube channel is Ariel Cecilia. Is Ariel. Because Cecilia is not my middle name, and everyone thinks it is, but it's not. And so in these instances where I am going through a difficult time, the only thing I can give up is YouTube. And I hate doing this to you. I hate doing this to myself. I love my YouTube channel. I love creating content on YouTube. However, when things are tough, it is too much to manage everything while also having a social life and trying to maintain like some kind of happiness. So I guess that being said, I am going to be taking a break from YouTube. I don't think necessarily I will be taking a break from live streams. I love doing live streams. As you guys know, I love talking to you guys live. It is one of my favorite things ever because I literally just get to sit here and like stare at my camera for like 2 hours at a time and just chat, and I love to talk. However, sitting down, filming content, editing the content, and then posting the content does take a lot more time than people think. YouTube does not happen like in the blink of an eye. Like, sometimes editing videos can take 12 to 15 hours for one video. And like I said, I do have contract work that I am doing. So unfortunately, the thing that I do have to sacrifice is YouTube. I did something similar last year when I was going through a tough time, and I still posted once every 2 weeks or twice every 2 weeks. So I don't exactly know what the schedule will look like. I'm just trying to let you know that the schedule is going to be much more loose because of my mental health. And I think that, as you guys know, and as you guys should know, and everyone should know, mental health is always the number one priority. Happiness is health and happiness are very important for me. And I think that right now I am not doing physically well. I am not doing mentally well. I'm not doing emotionally well. And I want to be a person that you guys can, you know, gain happiness from, or that you guys can watch my videos and smile. And I think that I am not in the position right now to make that kind of content for you guys. So I have to prioritize my mental health and my well-being, and like I said, it's non-negotiable. I have to go to school, I have to do my contract work, so unfortunately YouTube's gonna have to take some time off. I also am kind of in the phase, I had this question a little bit earlier about like changing my content. I don't know what I want right now. Like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't think I can talk about K-pop forever on YouTube. However, like, my channel's already tanking, and I don't really know what else to do. I know a lot of you guys want more lifestyle-y, vloggy content, but you have to remember that, like, I also have to enjoy making it, and, like, making an unboxing makes me happy. You know what I mean? Like, talking about K-pop makes me happy, whereas lifestyle content doesn't necessarily make me as happy. Maybe I can grow to enjoy it more if I do it more, but as of right now, like, vlogging is very emotionally, not like emotional, it's physically taxing, because you have to make sure that you always constantly have the camera out, you always constantly have like the different angle, and I think that vlogging sometimes takes away from being in the moment of somewhere. Like, if I'm going out with my friends, I kind of want to experience it and not have to vlog all the time, but there's also times where I want to vlog it so I can watch it back, if that makes sense. So I guess the whole moral of the story is, like, I have to take a break from YouTube. It's just something I have to do to prioritize my own mental health. And I don't know what I want, you guys. I don't know what kind of content I want to make anymore. I know that there's a lot of you guys who may, like, leave me if I change my content. That's totally cool. I understand. And I know that there's a lot of you guys who will support me regardless of what I put out, because you love my amazing personality. I know. I'm so entertaining. I know. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, it will still, regardless of the content that I make, K-pop is the center of my life right now. It's like the only thing that brings me joy. I also work for K-pop companies, and I still collect, and I still go to concerts because it's my hobby. So, like, regardless of the content that I do, please know that there will be K-pop in it, because genuinely, you guys, I went for like a night out the other day where we went out at night, and I tried to do a challenge in which I didn't talk about K-pop, and I lasted 22 minutes. We timed it. 22 minutes I went without talking about something, and I said it so, like, naturally. Like, I literally tried to not talk about K-pop, and I went 22 minutes. And then we did it again from that point, and I went 39 minutes. 39 minutes. That's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good. 39 minutes. But, so I want you guys to understand, like, regardless of the content that I make, K-pop will be incorporated in it, because it's obviously, like, my joy and, like, everything that I love in the world. How was the club? Actually, we didn't go to the club, actually. I said no to the club. I'm so sorry. Also, you guys, I only drank 4 Sprites. It didn't, the day did not go the way that we expected, and it was a mess. But yeah. I think I would still be making some short form content, like, as much as I can. I really love short form content. Short form content makes me happy. Sometimes, I don't know. Guys, I hate editing. You guys know. Everyone knows. I'm an editing auntie. So, yeah, that is kind of, I guess, what I will say. I don't know what I want. I'm still in, like, the phase of, like, I have no idea what I want to do with my channel and where I want to go. I know where I want to be, but I don't know how to get there, and I think that's, like, one of the most frustrating things. Like, knowing what you want, but not knowing how to get there is, like, so agonizingly frustrating. I cannot even describe that to y'all. But regardless, I hope you guys obviously enjoy my content, whatever it may be. If it's still just me sitting here unboxing things and crying over K-pop boys, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry, but, like, I tried. Honestly, there's content that I really want to make that I'm trying so hard not to make, because I just know that it's, like, kind of content that's really not as profitable, and I'm always thinking business-wise. Guys, you guys know I'm a businesswoman. I think about business things every single time, and I think about content and branding and all of that kind of things, and, like, sponsorships. And one thing I want you guys to keep in mind is there's no money in K-pop. Like, there's no sponsorships for K-pop. I mean, there are, but they're very little. Whereas, like, lifestyle-y content, you can get more sponsorships that way. And obviously, you guys have to understand that this is my job. So, like, I'm always thinking with the business mindset. I'm also a business major, so please understand I'm a businesswoman. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I have thought about opening a second channel in which I can kind of talk about other interests in a different way that's not really, like, tied to, like, the Ariel Cecilia name. I've honestly thought about making a second account and, like, just not telling anyone that it's me, but obviously you guys would figure it out because you know me, but I don't know. I have a lot of things on my mind. I have a lot of things that I want to do, and I think that taking this break is going to be the best for me. Again, first and foremost, my mental health is the most important. Right now, I'm not in a state where I can make content to the best of my abilities, so that is the most important. But after that, I really want to try and figure out what the hell I'm doing with my life, I guess. So we'll see how that happens. But yeah, I think that's kind of what I wanted to say on the front of YouTube. I do have to take a little bit of a break. I'm sorry. I don't want to take this break, but it's going to be the best for me long term, and I know it will be the best for me long term. So I do apologize for anyone who is waiting for content from me. Like I said, I'll still probably do live streams because I love doing live streams. Talking to you guys makes me happy. You know, like I could be having the worst day. And to be honest, I'm having a pretty bad day right now. Class was horrible this morning and I have to go fight for my life in my Korean class later. But talking to you guys really does make me happy, and that are you still gonna be oh my god, yes, I'm still gonna be posting on Instagram. If you guys do not follow me on Instagram, I am the most active on Instagram. I love Instagram. I post on my stories like every single day. So if you guys want to keep up with me day to day, I post on Instagram all the time. Instagram is like the one platform in which I always post, and I also post a lot of like reels recently, so I'll still be posting on Instagram. Yeah, it's just that like YouTube videos take a lot more time to edit and stuff. So yeah, Instagram, of course, I'll be on Instagram. Oh my god, yeah, go follow me. I'll be on Instagram. Will your parents visit you in Korea? My dad came to Korea last summer, and my mom is gonna come for my graduation, which will be next spring. Do you have a Stan Twitter you can follow? Oh, Bestie, you don't want to follow my Stan Twitter. My Stan Twitter is just me wax poeting Subin. It's terrible. Like, nobody needs to see that. Like, actually, nobody needs to see that. No. Literally, all it's just me retweeting Subin videos. Like, you don't need to see that. Literally me crying over Subin the entire... No. I mean, if you want to, you can follow me, but no. But yeah, I think this decision is something that I have to do. It's for the best for me, so yeah. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying my best, and I'm trying to give you guys a realistic, like, experience. Like, I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. I'm not trying to make anything seem like a magical fantasy land. Like, I'm showing you guys my real life. Like, this is my real life. You know, like, there is nothing fake about what I've shown you guys for the past almost 5 years that I've been on YouTube. And I just always want you guys to know that I'm being truthful and myself, and I think that I need to stay truthful to myself and know that when I need to take breaks, I need to take breaks, I guess. So yeah, I've always wanted to show you guys my real true life and like show you guys like just this is it, this is the true life. Like, life sucks a lot of the time, and it's okay, it's normal, but I think that we do need to be honest with ourselves and allow ourselves to take breaks. So if you want to, you can comment the at name. I don't want to say the at name out loud. You can comment the at name. It's okay. You can comment the at name. If you want to be moots on Stan Twitter, yeah, I guess. But don't yell at me for wax poeting Subin. Also, I just really like that phrase, wax poet. I like it. It's good. Start a Subin channel, bestie. Actually, in one of his more recent live streams, he was talking about how he was watching like vlogs from the Seoul concert, and I was like, so Subin, you watched my vlog? Yes, that's my name. I was like, Subin, you watched my vlog? Anyways, guys, sometimes we're gonna go off topic now. So all of the sappy shit is over. So if you wanted just the sappy shit, like, okay, it's gone. Anyways, my parasocial relationship with Subin, oh my god, sometimes I go on WeVerse and I'm like, oh my god, they have 8 million followers, and then I'm like, wow, 8 million other people want to date my boyfriend, and I'm like, that is just so sad. And then I have like actual mental breakdowns about it, because the parasocial relationship between me and Subin right now is the only thing keeping me together. Like, he literally, like, I'm not even kidding you guys, we're down so bad that it's like actually becoming a problem, in which like my friends are like, Ariel, you need to like go meet a real man because you need help. But then also, you guys know that just like the love I have for TXT currently is just like so true and full. Like, I literally almost flew to Japan. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I almost flew to Japan. That's not a secret. I almost flew to Japan. And like my friend and I are like both MOAs. Her bias is Bumgyu, my bias is Subin. The amount that we talk about Taeyeon is actually unhealthy. Like we both need help. But yeah, I have a very close friend right now who's also a MOA and also Olt's TXT, so it's been really nice to like spend time with her. Like we literally just go to karaoke and only sing TXT, and it's just like it's so nice. I don't know. It's really nice to have close friends who like also ult the same group you ult. Like my other close friend is also like an NCT stan, but she ults like more ravey, and obviously I ult more dream. So like it's kind of a little bit of a disconnect there, but obviously we're connected in the same way. So yeah, I just yeah, anyways, what was I saying about Subin? Yeah, anyway, Subin, love of my life. Also, I feel like, guys, I've been wanting to spread tea for a really long time now. Like, I've been wanting to drop the tea and just say, fuck it, and drop the tea. I just don't know if y'all are ready for the tea. Like, I've been wanting to spread the tea for so long. There's been something that has happened. I don't know how it happened. I don't know when it happened. I don't know if you guys are ready to spread the tea. I can't blame you. Subin is literally Subin. Guys, my Subin binder. Wait, can I show you? Oh my god, you guys. Yo. I think we have a little bit of a problem. We have a wee bit of a problem. This is all just Subin. I think we have a wee bit of a problem, everyone. I think he needs a new binder. Also, do you want to see what I made? Da-da-da. Whoa. Spill the tea. Guys, I have thought long and hard about this. I have really, really truthfully thought long and hard about it. I have gone back and forth. I have changed my mind. I have truthfully, like, not been willing to accept it, but I have to tell you guys that my Stray Kids bias has changed. My Stray Kids bias is no longer Hyunjin, and I need to get it off my chest. I do not take this thing lightly. I am saying this and telling you guys that this has been a long time coming. This is not something that just sprung upon me one evening. Like, this has been years in the making. Probably since 2021. Everything, I'm telling you, the air shifted when I moved to Korea. But yes, my Stray Kids bias has officially changed. Officially. That is the tea. And it's nothing against Hyunjin at all. It is nothing against him. I love him. Genuinely, I love him so much. I love him. I respect him. I think he is an incredible person, an incredible performer. I love him. He is definitely my second bias. Like, I will definitely say he's my bias wrecker. But I think that's something that a lot of people don't talk about and a lot of people do not kind of mention is that sometimes when you have friends who stan the same groups that you do, your friends can change your opinion on how you feel about things and how you feel about certain idols. And it's not to say that this is my friend's fault. It's not to say that this is like anybody's fault. But unfortunately, I did have friends who also biased Hyunjin. And because of the way that they stand him, I can no longer see him as my personal bias, and it's just because of the way and, like, I guess the verbiage they use towards him. Also, you guys have to understand that one of the biggest videos on my channel is my video meeting Hyunjin. It has over 400,000 views, which I'm very thankful for. Thank you guys so much for giving it so much love. Unfortunately, that video got me death threats. That video got me people telling me I'm a horrible person. That video gave me a lot of trauma and made me never want to do a video call again because I got so much hate for it. And unfortunately, because of that video being involved with Hyunjin, I cannot see Hyunjin in the same light anymore because it reminds me of the trauma I got from that video. And this is something I hate to talk about, and I never talk about because, again, I never want to express that I'm not grateful for things and that I'm not grateful for the opportunities that I've had and stuff like that. But y'all, it happened. It happened, and I grew resentment towards Hyunjin naturally because of that video. And again, it's nothing wrong with him. He did nothing wrong. I still love him. I think he is beautiful. I genuinely adore that man. Like, I adore him so much. You guys know he was one of my, I honestly, if I'm being honest, 2019 Hyunjin was my alt bias. I just never said it out loud, and I think I was just in denial. I think Yoongi was only really my alt bias for maybe 2017, 2018, and then 2019. I think my alt bias was Hyunjin, and so was 2020. I think I was in denial back then, and I didn't want to say that my alt bias had changed. But now thinking back to it, I really think that like 2017, 2018, my alt bias was Yoongi. 2019, 2020, my alt bias was Hyunjin, and then 2021 to 2023 it's been Subin. So I think back then I was in denial and I never wanted to say that out loud, but I do think that he was my number one alt bias, and now I cannot view him in that light because of what happened. Again, I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just stating that this is what happened. And this can happen. And it's nothing against him. Again, I love him so much. And obviously, he was my alt bias for 2 years. So I genuinely think the man is amazing. But I cannot view him in the same light anymore. And obviously, like, having my alt bias change as well. Like, I'm not as focused on Stray Kids as I used to be. I still watch all their content. I watch every single episode of Stray Kids Code. I love them. I think they're hilarious, and I love them so much. However, they're not on the top of my brain cells currently, so obviously that affects a lot of things. And then also with everything that happened with Hyunjin, and then everything that happened with Mino as well. I'm not gonna go into the Mino situation, but there was also a very negative situation with Mino that happened. In 2021, in which I also received death threats, so I can't look at Mino the same way either. So naturally, my bias changed. So yeah, that is what I will say. It's actually quite funny because my shelf is anyways, so yeah, my bias has changed. I'm not gonna get rid of any of my Hyunjin things. I love all of my signed Hyunjin things. I love my Hyunjin binder. I definitely think that similarly to Mino, there are probably some cards I could let go of for Hyunjin in terms of like my non-album stuff. I don't need every single card for him anymore, and I think I'm kind of coming to terms with that more and more. But yeah, that's kind of what I will say about that. It's kind of horrible. It's kind of sad that unfortunately this situation happened, but again, it's nothing personally towards them. Like, they did absolutely nothing wrong, and I still love them and I still love Stray Kids. It's just, I think naturally I was pushed away from Stray Kids because of everything that has happened to me regarding Stray Kids. So but yeah, so you guys all know who my bias is. I'm not gonna say it out loud because you guys, literally every single one of you knows who it is. I literally could bet money on it that you all know who it is. But yeah, and do I consider this person an alt bias? I don't know. To be honest, like right now, like who are my alt biases? I don't really know. Who are my alt groups? I don't know. I kind of just like, I don't know. Like I'm in one of those phases. I go into these phases a lot where, like, I just don't care. Like, I just love everyone. Like, everyone just kills it. And as you guys know, like, Subin is my ultimate bias. Taemin is one of my old biases. Baekhyun is one of... Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you guys. I really don't think it matters. Like, again, if this really matters to you, please go touch some grass. But, yeah, I guess that's the story. That's the update. Yeah, but this has been a long time coming, like I said, and this is not something that cooked overnight. No, 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 no. This has been years, years of trauma that I've had to deal with. So, woohoo! Yep. I just love everyone. I think everyone's killing it, and that is that. But anyways, guys, I have to go because they're doing a Dojajang event at noon, and I have to sign up for it, so I need to be able to go on my phone, and I also need to get ready to go to class. I love talking to you guys. I love doing live streams, but just know that, again, I'm really not doing well, and even though you see me smiling, even though you see me energetic, just remember that, like, emotionally, I am very low right now, and I'm just trying my best. So yeah, I will talk to you guys super soon. I hope everyone has a great day. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is taking time for their mental health and taking time to put themselves first a little bit and rest. I think we all need rest. That's something that we all need right now. But I will see you guys when I see you guys. Goodbye, everyone. I love you. Bye, everyone. Oh, guys, I'm gonna cover the camera. I'm so sorry. I should flip it next time, shouldn't I? Okay, anyways. Bye, everyone.